Or Zero goes, okay, now I'm hero of justice with cool sword, but also Sigma, the biggest and the baddest, biggest, strongest dude there, became an evil bad guy to the point where he became the Sigma virus and is able to hunt people from the internet.
Yeah. I mean, what else would you do? But the interesting concept there is that eventually all robots will turn evil if they were not already evil.
Pretty much. And then that leads to the whole thing there and go, oh boy. Because that is the whole point of Mega Man.
I mean, yeah. Because I got to see the infamous scene.
Oh, the one with Iris and Zero?
Uh-huh. What am I fighting for? Because that's 4.
What is that fighting for?
I just stopped at 5. Which I think I should probably pick it back up. It didn't feel good to control. But
how did it come to this?
I should do it just to be like, hey, I beat all of the X games. You know what I mean?
Just to have that under your belt.
Yeah. I mean, I have 1 through 4 under my belt. Why not 5, 6, 7, 8?
Yeah, like, to be fair, it's not a great deal either way.
Yeah.
Dude, but also like I found like playing other games which were pretty great on sale. Like
oh yeah.
Like by the time this is out, the sale's probably gonna be over. So sorry about this, people, if you haven't seen it. But at the PlayStation app, they'll tell you when the sale's on. But I bought Arkham HD Collection for $5.
Yeah, I saw that.
Demon Slayer.
Yeah, Kimetsu no Yaiba.
Yep. Oof. You're in Doghouse, Altair.
Oh, I forgot. We called him.
He basically looks like an off-brand Assassin's Creed character.
Yeah.
Promised me back when we were newlyweds.
That thing?
The thing.
Problem is,
Yeah.
I can't for the life of
The
me
thing.
remember what it was. Can you believe I forgot?
Oh, I remember this quest doing it myself. You missed? You missed
because like we always went through defeating the Shadow Lord minions.
Oh.
And then and then like at some point it's way too late.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of the troubles.
Now let's see.
Her dark hair, how they argue, or her red bag? What do you think about first?
I actually don't know. I think the red bag, honestly.
Well, you guys carry matching red bags, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
That's right. She always has a red
Yes.
bag.
Got married after learning we had a shared love of all things crimson, so she'll definitely want something red.
To be fair, yeah, I'm a big fan of Crimson the Shade.
Yeah.
We're so close, I can
Does that include Carnage?
Carnage isn't that bad. But if I had to choose a symbiote, it'd probably be Anti-Venom.
Really, the symbiote that doesn't have its own personality.
Do you want the murderous one that basically infuses itself to your bloodstream? Is that the really one that you want to go with? Or the one that slowly turns you evil?
Hey man, that was a retcon.
Uh-huh.
How about a fancy jewel?
Yeah, I guess
And besides, Agent Venom was really
And
cool.
then he realized, yo, man, I'm still evil, though. And I go, oh, okay.
Yeah, that was kind of bullshit, especially after they went the entire thing of
Flowers?
cleansing Venom.
Yeah.
Good flower.
Yeah, I don't feel like I've seen my wife giving two hoots about flowers like...
All right, something sweet then.
Oh, girls like sweet things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, NieR, Mr. Casanova over here.
What, like apples? Yeah, she loves apples, but problem is she already eats them all the time.
Yeah.
Ugh, this is getting us nowhere.
Can you believe she actually married
Yes.
Bro.
I don't know. There must be something redeeming about
You know
him.
what? Fine. I'll just get her apples, a red jewel, and some red flowers, and call it a day. Should be easy enough for me to get the apples and flowers squared away in Seafront, but I'll probably need your help finding a red jewel.
That's true.
So, what do you say? Help out a pal for old time's sake?
How could I
Fine.
look at us with those puppy dog eyes? Sure.
Yeah.
We'll track you down a jewel.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you! Once you found it, just bring it right to my home in Seafront, okay?
Sure.
a
Yeah.
red jewel, is it? The strange
Yep.
things store might deal in such articles.
Yeah.
Let's go check it out.
Strange things store, so
Yeah.
to
You know,
Facade.
I bet they sell red jewels at the
Facade.
Yep, there we go. You're the guy with the boat. It'll be easier
No.
for you. No, actually, no, it wouldn't be. No, it would be a lot harder because no one in town here. Oh,
Looks like he left the village. Yeah. You think he'll be able to find all the fragments?
Yep.
If he doesn't, these past 5 years will have all been for nothing. Now that we know
Yep.
the location of the original Gestalt, the Shadow Lord, we have to stop his rampage. I can't believe
Yeah, we
the
do.
Shadow Lord ran off and holed up like that. I worry the shades who guard the key fragments will pose too much of a threat. Maybe so, but we're pretty much out of options at this point. You having second thoughts, sis? No. The plan is all that matters. We must see
No.
the plan to completion. He is
Yep.
simply a tool to that end.
oh boy. Oh yeah, a nice additional cutscene there. But like I was saying,
Yeah.
and then there's new stuff going on with Venom and Eddie, and then like Dylan, which is Eddie's son.
Okay.
Because like I think the most recent thing is like Eddie's now the new King of Black,
Each time
the
we
new
encounter
King
a
in Black.
glittering couple of new
So basically, you got
Okay.
symbiotes.
Okay.
torrent of meaningless and
Okay.
Then he got blown up, and now he got regenerated as a new symbiote, and doesn't know where he is in time. So he's lost in time now.
You don't
Oh.
see this old tome
Okay.
starting Donnybrook's and set twos now, do you?
It'll be fine. I'll make it in town before it kills me. But besides that, Dylan, you know, Eddie's son, is now bonded to Venom, and they're having a little clashing of ideals type thing, where Dylan doesn't really want to be like superhero thing because his dad told him not to stick out
Yeah.
as much, and he's basically like Spider-Man, where he's going,
Yeah.
he's basically just doing school life, and now I've got Venom on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Makes
basically
sense.
going, well, no, like things are awkward, and also my dad might be potentially dead.
Yes. That's always awkward.
Yeah.
Hey, so we're looking for a red jewel. Long story, please don't ask. You happen to have one?
This is less a jewel and more a simple rock.
お先とあるラッキーいや最低さ出してケチ置いていてちたるであぜるより
Oh, Nate,
really?
Red Rock,
Thanks.
Red Rock.
Red
Nice.
Jewel? Question mark.
Let's head for back dude's house.
Good
so
enough.
we can give him this jewel.
I imagine it would be quickest to make the seafront by way
Bag Dude House.
I love Bag Dude. That is his official name.
Yeah. Bag Bro. BB.
Yo, Bag Brodocious.
Bad Broshin.
Bag brony.
But brony. Thinking about that actually reminded me of something. Is that I'm actually training myself in VR.
Oh, really?
Yes. Which I know people are going like, "What do you mean training yourself?" I mean I get horribly motion sick.
Yes.
Literally, it takes me about 5 to 10 minutes before I want to puke in VR.
Like VR does take a lot out of you because like it's not perfect as of yet, because the distortion between you moving and you sitting still actually is actually vomit inducing to some point. Like,
Yep.
So that's why I'm saying like VR is actually like still in its infancy so far.
Yes. There are some ways to help reduce that. Like, you don't want to you move your eyes at all.
You can move your head because that's normal, but then the walking motion and speed is the primary thing. Where I do believe like there's like only several things that you can actually do for VR motion, which basically well, actually 4. One is on rails, like kind of like how Galgun does it.
Yeah. Which I like on rails because
it's the easiest and it doesn't do too much to you.
Yeah. In Until Dawn creator made an on rail shooter, and it was pretty fun.
Yep, and then let's see, Galgun VR was pretty fun because
I really gotta sit down and play Galgun VR sometimes.
Yeah, and let's see what's next. The other one is like point to point, where you just go from here, whoosh, teleport, now you're here. Then whoosh, teleport, you're here.
Yeah.
Whoosh, teleport, now you're here.
Yeah.
And that was like what Batman VR was.
Yeah, Batman VR did that, and I think Minecraft VR does that as well.
Okay, cool. Then like there's the free motion one, which is basically, you know, walking like you do, and then turn, and that's the vomit-inducing one, right there. And then lastly, it's basically stretch arrow to warp, which basically, because like unlike Batman basically has a point right here to here, point to here, then here to here, then some other point. Warp is basically like a long stretch arrow like that, you know, like facing forward, and you just automatically just warp to there, but still kind of free form, but it's just not. But that's like vomit inducing because it's just a quick dash, like whoosh, now you're here, whoosh, now you're here, and go and that's vomit inducing in its own way. Hey girl.
Look who it is! Oh, I remember the two of you.
And we most certainly recall you, madam. That lover's quarrel you had back then was the stuff of myth and legend.
Yep.
Oh, hey! Welcome home, honey pants.
Hey, Snookums. So, remember how I said I was going to make things up to you after that whole... Well, I tried and tried, but I just couldn't remember what I promised to get you all those years ago. But I had these two gents help me out, and we put together...
At least he's
not being coy, going, oh yeah.
Here's that thing you
wanted.
wanted.
Here's the thing that you wanted. The mysterious red rock that was popular a couple of years back.
Huh. Well, I'm
Yeah.
glad you put so much thought into it, but these are all very wrong.
What?
Oh.
Yeah.
And we went to all that trouble for nothing.
Honey, the only thing I wanted was a nice home-cooked meal.
Aww.
Back when we were newlyweds,
Yeah.
you promised to make me a big feast of all your tastiest dishes one day. Remember?
Huh. Now that you mention it, work has been so crazy lately that I haven't done much cooking at all.
I know how hard you've been working your little tushy off for my sake, Muffin.
This is awkward. I want to leave now.
So, here's your punishment. You're making dinner tonight.
Here's your punishment. You're having a dick flashing session later. I go, oh no.
And you two are going to
You
join
hear
us.
NieR go, oh no. He goes, oh boy.
Oh boy.
Wait, us? You sure?
Of course I'm sure. It's the least we could do after all the trouble this big lug of mine put you through.
You know, this is actually kind of sad.
So-
Because this kind of makes me feel like he's grown attached to these people. And knowing what's going to happen.
So, yes.
Dining table filled
That's why I was very confused why you're like, yeah, I don't really care about this guy too much.
with stone.
Yeah, but now I'm starting to hit the feels.
By candlelight. Married couple
Yeah.
I think this would be the closest what NieR has to parents now, actually.
The scene fills me with
Yes.
an unfamiliar sense of calm. Just a happy family gathered around the table. It feels so
Yep, there we go.
normal
Yep. There you go.
Now I feel something retroactively.
this way again.
Now I can feel.
This side quest is should be mandatory, man.
Tears well.
Yeah, you would think so. I actually didn't think it was a side quest. I thought you would just that it just procced normally, but
So, what did you think of my lovely
Help
toast
me.
cookie?
I'm feeling.
It was all delicious, man.
yeah.
Can't thank you enough.
Thanks, Jim Carrey.
Boggles my mind to say it.
Honestly, like, I still love that Grinch movie.
It wasn't a terrible
It
movie.
was just a very
Sorry again for
dumb,
all the
unneeded
trouble.
movie.
I hope this lets you know how grateful I am.
Yes, it was just a very dumb, unneeded movie.
I
But
know
yeah.
he can be a
But he makes it
handful,
work.
but I hope you'll
He's
be
also
able
pretty
to
great as
to
Dr.
my
Robotnik.
husband. Oh, and we'd just love to have dinner with you
Yeah,
again
yeah. I'm actually really excited for that second
Yeah, now
Sonic
that we
movie.
get Tails
Ever.
and
Things
Knuckles.
get pretty boring when
Yeah.
it's just the two of us.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I boring?
Idris Elba, man. Idris Elba.
Oh. Neat, but also he dug himself to a hole.
Wait, no, that's not
Yep.
what I meant, obviously.
We've been down this road and know where it leads, lad. Flee at once.
Right.
Run!
So, we're just gonna go. Thanks for dinner.
Yeah,
Run,
yeah.
look the coward I am.
Yeah, run, you coward.
Alright, so let me see here. Ba-ba-da-ba.
Enact the
Woo! 100%.
Joestar family plan.
Joestar Family Ultimate
Yay.
Technique. Run the fuck away.
Uh-huh. Man. So it's very weird because I'm in a very weird predicament where
Wait, I can't get a ride.
Jonathan's my favorite JoJo. No, not Jonathan. Excuse me. Joseph.
I was
is
about
my
to say
favorite
you're a
JoJo.
liar because he's never.
But my favorite-
He's no one's favorite JoJo.
But my favorite, yeah, my favorite part is part 7.
Yeah. Okay. Would you like to give us details on his why?
So Joseph. So let me go explain why Joseph's my favorite. And it's because it's a much simpler time. But but his story gets into the meat and bones of it pretty fast. He also goes from kind of a dick to really endearing. And I kind of like the hot-blooded hero just a slightly better.
Okay.
Part 7
Anyway,
is just a
enough
better
about me.
told story.
You got a place to be? Let me
Where
know.
it's roughly a bit in the past, if I do remember correctly, because they just got out of the Civil War not too long ago.
Yes. And it takes place in America. And it's a race across
Yep,
America.
That's all it is. Good old fun with your buddies across America. And then you get to find some weird shit, and then Jesus gets involved somehow.
The fact that Jesus gets involved is weird, and that you get a whole picture of him in JoJo art
But
style.
dude, you gotta admit, whenever you add a centralized universe item to religion, it always gets awkward.
It gets weird, and Japan and Asian cultures like to do it the most. They always like to,
No,
talk about Christianity. And
dude,
stuff like
that is not the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Jesus having his stand is bullshit compared to Moses using a Beyblade to part the waters in the Beyblade universe. No, you think I'm kidding, but no, that's actually a legit thing in the Beyblade universe. Moses legitly used a Beyblade to part the waters.
When God handed the fucking 10 commandments down, there was a secret 11th commandment that just said let her rip.
And God saith, let it rip.
And then Pulse of Lightning struck down, and it was the second ever Beyblade created. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, that's dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, what would be dumber, though, if you find out that... God. I mean, to be fair, Yu-Gi-Oh! Didn't do it with Christianity, but tried to do it with ancient civilizations.
Ancient Egypt were basically... And ancient Atlantis as well.
Oh, I didn't know they went to Atlantis, too. Was that, like, in GX
that
or
is
5Ds
an OG
or something?
Yu-Gi-Oh!
That's an OG Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, that's right. That's with the
Yeah,
crystal
that's with
dragons,
the dragons
right?
and the seal of Orichalcos. We're going, behold, the seal of Orichalcos.
The seal of Orichalcos.
But also, like, people start turning to monsters and shit, going, okay, cool. My wife, she turned into a dragon. Wait, what? Why? We don't know. It was the Orichalcos probably, but I'm using the Orichalcos myself.
Yeah. To the seal of Orichalcos. And it's weird, because, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Treats its side characters so weirdly.
Yeah. Because, like, yo, man, I love how
Like,
Joey is basically considered a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck. Yeah, he's constantly coming in third place in most tournaments.
Yeah. Well, he is a third-rate duelist.
This is, like, Japan-wide and even sometimes worldwide. And then there's the hot Chinese chick who comes in who wants to make Yugi her love slave if she beats him. While most other men go, yo, I surrender. He goes, oh yeah, I'll take you up on that duel.
Yeah. He's the king of
He's
games.
king of games, and he is simp for no one. That.
I mean, just ask Taya how long she's been simping for
She's
that.
been simping for the ancient Egyptian pharaoh deck, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, yo, like, I do love, like, Taya in Season 0. Where she has no clue who the heck Yami Yugi is.
Oh, yeah, because at that point she only hears his voice when she's getting robbed.
Yeah, where she basically got held at gunpoint when they were promising to loan her a studio or something like that for dancing. And when her burger place of employment.
So I actually remember this storyline because it was my first manga I've ever read. Is that she's working at a burger joint to save up money to go to America to study dancing.
Then some dude who escaped prison
and
goes in there, and then it's a plot point. The whole reason why what's his face was robbed in the place was for money, but also revenge on his partner, who was also a criminal, and it was the manager of the burger joint.
Yeah.
And then there's the cool thing with vodka and a lighter, and somebody gets set on fire, and that's all pretty metal and stuff.
Yeah.
And then, like, I was watching this in good old YouTube at the time. This was when YouTube was still wild and cool.
240p anime.
Yep. Yeah, and basically I read in the comments, why wasn't this released in America? And then, like, I assume it's some Karen going, we can't have children watch this. And I go, why not? This was meant for children. I'm going, do you not believe in your child that much? To be fair, knowing some children, because like there's that one story which made me lose my faith in humanity. Can't distinguish fiction from reality. When some kid buried himself in sand, pretending to be Gara, and basically suffocated to death. Where I'm going, and my mom started getting worried And I was going, Mom, don't worry, I'll never bury myself in sand because, no offense to the kid, I'm not dumb. And my mom kind of got worried, kind of relieved, going, Mom, I know distinguished. At most, I might be a chuny for a couple of years. Where
So no, that's when you back up and say, after all, I have the Ninetales fox.
after all, I get the Sharingan eyes. You cannot fool my eyes as I close my eyes and open the Sharingan.
Dude, we're lucky that the fucking Mangekyo Sharingan and all that shit didn't start till after Naruto's popularity here in America.
Yeah, I know, right? But there's still context being sold for that stuff.
No, there is. We still got a lot of old weebs.
I recently saw someone with a Gyasai in a Hot Topic.
Oh, Gias. Of course it's a fucking hot
And I go,
topic,
yeah.
dude.
I go, yeah, man, I dig your Gyas. And I go, cool. And, like, he only has it in one eye because, you know, yeah.
The Gias. I'll be honest here, man. I never watched
Your
Code
Gyas is pretty okay. I liked it.
I never cared to. I keep hearing it's really good. The first 2 seasons are good, and the third one's kind of I think is what's
Yeah, because like
said.
the third one's basically reimagining if the ending for 2 slightly deviated. Because
Okay,
spoiler
okay.
2 is a very old anime if you actually care, man.
Yeah.
The dude becomes Super Satan Hitler to the world, to the point where the world unites to defeat him.
Oh, okay. So it's basically the Death Note ending.
No, he did it intentionally, so that way the world has world peace to having like basically their equivalent to Satan in this world, and they took him down.
Man, you can't Gundam this shit. You can't say that I'll become Hitler to save the world.
That's what the guy did, and it actually worked out. Because then he had his best friend kill him. And basically, yep, all according to Keikaku as he died.
Translator note. Kikaku means
Yes.
plan.
And then I go, yep, that is Code Geass in a nutshell. Get your best friend to kill you, you save the world by becoming Super Hitler.
Yeah. So, okay, so here's the thing. Obviously, we live in a better time now where we don't have to worry about stupid shit like translator notes and all that stuff.
But I do appreciate it.
I miss it because it reminds me of a much simpler
I like
time.
it because sometimes they do a better job than most actual publishing companies do. Because
It
dude,
depends.
like if you read Gantz the official manga, it doesn't have as many translator notes to explain references or things of the sort.
There's gotta be tons of machinery here.
Yeah.
Because let's see,
Wow.
basically they
This
discuss
house,
about
it's brand new.
references to shows, things like that, even Kamen Rider at some points.
Yeah.
And there's even this one thing explaining like weird concepts in Japanese that English people won't understand, but they try to explain as best possible.
Yeah.
And then there's but also the thing about Gantz, it gets really weird and somewhat really offensive at points, where a Japanese dude black faces in public and starts shooting people, and then kills himself.
Yeah.
Jacob.
But you know, there's also the same show with dinosaurs, aliens, and giant naked ladies made at 1,000 naked ladies.
Other ladies. Yeah. I've heard you say that phrase 1,000 times.
To be
at
fair,
least.
that is one of the weirdest boss battles I've ever seen.
Yeah. However, in theory, with localization, you should be finding like the nearest equivalent.
Oh
to
yeah,
that.
most
You know what I mean?
definitely. But like, the people in Gantz were kind of purists. Going, here's the Japanese reference. There's even an equivalent to Hitomi Tanaka in that manga, where she's a model. Main character digs her, but then he's at the point where he does dig her, but he became less of a piece of shit for having a girlfriend who's more cute looking than sexy. Yeah, you know, like she looks like more of a realistic Japanese high school girl.
Okay.
And then And then like Hitomi Tanaka character ends up cloning him because like the whole thing about Gantz is that you're dead and you can revive yourself as many times as you want if you have the points to.